NBA sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Across midfield to the
a gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Love now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down. Blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Number 33, the ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Bears.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Townsend. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Off the play fake, Love. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down carry for Davis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And even 50 receiving yards for him now in this first quarter alone, and also a first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Here's Harris to return it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
To throw on 2nd down. Townsend looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd down at 4.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Saints 7, Bears nothing.
Here we go.
On 2nd down now, Rutledge. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on first down. And he is met scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Chicago offense set to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Chicago.
Throwing on first down. Townsend. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Townsend. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Off play action. Townsend. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Caught by number 12. A 5-yard gain on the play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. O'Neal. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
5-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend, wide open receiver, complete. 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Good. That ties the game.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
It dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis.
The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. The pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rutledge. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. And he finds his tight end, Graham. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Love from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Loves the reception, good for 7. It's third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This time they stay on the ground, and they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Forced out to his, and the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Rutledge. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Here's Love. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. 21. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, where they went backward and then got
from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3. You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
By number 33.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Saints' 26-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. O'Neal, and good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. First red zone now. They'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 15-yard line.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
And he's got his man on the out route.
Complete to number 50.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sack. A 7-yard loss. Brings
Well,
up
someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 3rd down, Love. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
3-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, Townsend. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down. From the gun, Townsend. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Townsend. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On first down, O'Neal. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's third down and 4.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the gun on third down, Townsend. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw, Townsend. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 1-yard line.
That's caught at the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
From a yard out. And the Bears will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Townsend. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown,
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bears 30.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd.
Throwing.
Love firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
7-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they?
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Holding. Defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And the lead is now 24. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jordan Love in this offense ready to get the football back.
And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Love now to pass on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Love. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Going back to Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warner. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. To the air again, Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
1-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
To number 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
A loss of 8 yards.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Townsend. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Bears 40.
Charles, it's one thing.